I'm Julie. I am the Squirrel Lady of Town Lake.
This is the Squirrel Lady of Town Lake, and we're here at the Squirrel Art Stand in between Vespaio and Austin Art Glass.
This is Squirrel Planet.
Squirrel Planet. So people can find you usually on...
They can go on Town Lake, and that's where I'm found 5 or 6 days a week feeding the squirrels. Pecans, no less. They have me trained.
It's Texas pecans.
5 days a week, and I feed the squirrels. And also they get sunflower seeds and corn. And they allow me to take their pictures. And so these are 5 young squirrels of Town Lake gathered around the peace banner. And I don't know if you're familiar with the Banner of Peace, but it was from a painting by Nicholas Roerich done in the 30s. And it was accepted as international law. Franklin D. Roosevelt signed the treaty that this banner be hung in times of war to protect places of art, culture, libraries, churches, so that it wouldn't be destroyed.
Well, it's important because a lot of people forget that in countries with war, you often have, artists and the intelligentsia and writers just vanish.
Exactly.
In the Second World War, you had a lot of they called most artists what's the word, degenerate, and so they kicked them out. And so we do have, it's very important in times of war, as well as in peace, to remember that artists are there to sort of inspire us. So what's your inspiration for the squirrels? Did they inspire you?
Well, I love the squirrels, and I actually follow the Mayan calendar, and there is a Mayan story of creation where this squirrel was said to escort the sun on its first journey across the sky, and then built an altar to the sun in the west. But the jaguars and the wolves killed the squirrel, and so from then on, the gray squirrel actually was known as their hero god. And to this day, the Indians honor the gray squirrel. And so I guard the squirrels, and the squirrels guard the sun, and then cosmos works better that way.
Well, my nickname is Apollo, who's the sun god.
So no wonder you're by the squirrel.
No, I love squirrels. I have a squirrel that sits right outside my window of my house, and he kind of flattens himself out on the cold porch to, I guess, cool off.
Right?
And I'll come out the front door, and he just kind of looks at me, and then goes back to his line. But other people scare him away. So.
Do you have a favorite squirrel that comes to visit you every day?
Well, I have several favorite squirrels, but I think one of my heroes is the girl in the blue banner, where it says "Waking Up Takes Time." That's Earl Grey, and she's actually a refugee from Katrina. She's here all the way from New Orleans, and when people were evacuating back 3 years ago, a fellow came up to stay with his sister and scooped up this little squirrel. One little squirrel left in a nest, and so she's living with me. And since we don't have gray squirrels here, she's my house squirrel. She's the guard squirrel.
Well, good. She needed some home, and you provided it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really enjoy your art, and I enjoy your message.
Thanks, and check squirrelplanet.org.
Squirrelplanet.org.
Squirrelplanet.org. For all your squirreling needs.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is this your card?